What's up, everybody? This is John. I am back at Kachuma. Had a little break and went to Castaic to chase striper with my boy Alex from Wake and Fish. We got some pretty cool stuff over there with the striper boils. All right, Alex is on a good fish. That was the best boil I've seen, coming right at us. So if you haven't checked that video out, check it out. Anyway, I'm back at Kachuma because this lake is just on fire right now. The crankbait bite is ridiculous. As you can see, it's overcast and a little cooler today. I'm wondering, I'm just confident that when it's like brighter and sunnier and hotter, the crankbait bite is a little better because the water's a little chilly. But we will see. We'll see how it is today. I like to hit these coves and these points and just try different things in the first thing in the morning. And then in a couple hours, I'll head out to these spots with all the cover and I know there's a great crankbait bite. So I'm gonna try a few different things first and then I'm gonna get on this crankbait fish because I'm looking for bigger schools of fish, bigger fish anyway. So yeah, that's it. All right, I'll see you in a minute. First fish. Doesn't feel too big. That's the first one of the day, which is nice. Where you at, buddy? There's a boat. Alright, first fish. Not bad, not bad. So I threw a Senko, threw this other bait, and man, they're still just nuts for the crankbait. Sorry, pal. All right, little dude. Thanks, little buddy. All right. So funny, man. I threw the Senko off here, nothing. Throw the crankbait off the same point, and a little smallmouth nails it. That's cool. Little guy, I think. Little smallmouth. Wow. So the key that I found when throwing a crankbait against a shore, or in this case this sort of rocky bluff, is to get as close as possible to the shore. And what I noticed is if you hug up tight to it, within like 2 to 3 cranks is when you're getting your hit, because I think they're suspended just a couple feet away. They see it, bam. So it's different obviously when I'm offshore or in the middle of those grass flats and stuff, of course. But as soon as I got it, oh no, coming towards me. Oh wow, lost him. I think it was small though. As soon as I got it close to shore, kind of knew this was going to be a good spot up here. Oh. Like, oh yeah. Weird. Must be babies. This spot here is loaded. Windswept. I think it's a smallmouth. Windswept, trees, rocks. Oh, decent one. Wow, actually a good fish. Now's like the time when I wish I had my net. This guy is not letting up. It's a good fish. All right, buddy. I get you. I get you. Pretty fishy. 3 for 3 off this spot here. Pretty cool. Another one off this spot, man. Big fish, maybe? Oh, good largemouth. Right off this spot, right here, man. Just slaying them. Look at that, it fell right out. Amazing. Look at that green beauty. Honestly, this is just amazing lake, man. Be kidding me. They're on, man. Feels decent. This. Just amazing. I know it's not a big fish, but little guy. This guy came right off that tree. That was cool. Of course, he's little, but feels like a decent one. It's pulling drag on me. Come on, buddy. All right, that was a picture-worthy one. Got loose. No net today. It's interesting, though. I was just about to say this spot, man. I cast all over here. Sometimes I think it's just the angle, you know, where the bass are sitting. So I was about to give up on this spot. I mean, it looks great, as you can see. I just thought maybe like the wind wasn't good enough. He nabbed it right at the boat, too. It's decent fish, you know, not giants, but I thought I was tangled up on the motor. I was, but it's because there is a fish on there, a good-sized smallmouth. Look at this fat little dude. He's eating. This is a smallmouth. Smallie? No, it's decent. Largy. Ooh, got him in the side. Sorry, pal. Alright, so the cool thing about this lake is I know that the fish are biting, and there's a couple spots I know are pretty productive. But instead of just going straight there, I'd like to try new things. I mean, this lake for me has been about trying new things because the fish are so aggressive and it's such a great bite here. So I was just trying a few different things, but it's getting time. I'm new at the crankbait stuff, so figuring out how to cast it, where to cast it, as far as the wind, the structure, the shore, all that stuff. I'm getting the hang of it, but it is all new. So there'll be times when I drift down one side, cast, nothing. And then as I'm already past it, I'll cast upwind, bam, and I've gotten them a few times like that. So I guess it just depends on which way the fish are facing, which way the wind is going, all that good stuff. So I'm new to it, so if you got any tips, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going back to the honey hole, and I'm gonna go get into some fish real quick because it's about time for that flurry. Good fish. Oh. Pulling the boat. Little shake me. Don't shake me. Tighten my drag because this guy is like a giant. All right, pal. God, waiting for the big one still. All right, quick release. Good fish. Dang it. I mean, it's a good looking fish. All right, quick release. Wow, huge, large smallmouth. Chunky dude. Come on, pal, come on. Don't go around the motor. Are you serious? A little baby. God. Shaking off pretty easy. Oh, he got off. He shook me in the water. Man. Here's another smallmouth, a good one. They keep shaking this thing. I think it's this rod. I didn't have that problem with the other rod. It's just that this one's casting better right now. What is the deal? It's another smallmouth got off. At least I figured out how to catch them. Smallmouth seem to be really up in these weeds here and schooling pretty good. Right at the boat. Thanks, pal. Good fish. That sucker. Not bad, not bad. That was cool. Oh, lost him. No, I lost him again. Gotta be f***ing kidding me with this. Sorry, pal. Little dude. What a day. Man, Kachuma's been fantastic. Crankbait bite is on fire. You kind of have to look for them, look for the schools, and the best spots were windswept, with cover and access to deeper water or a little bit on the deeper side. There were some similar spots, windswept, with cover, shallower water, and there was nothing going on. So I felt like once I found certain areas, they were like super productive. I caught about 30 fish, all in the crankbait, a couple on the Senko early in the morning. And then I lost about 10 fish, probably 4 decent ones, a couple good smallies. And that's because the SLX DC by Shimano, it's fantastic. I like throwing it for top water, but the rod itself doesn't quite have the backbone to load up those crankbait fish, because there's a lot of cover in the water. So I'm not, I don't feel a bump and boom, set the hook or anything. It just loads up. The Kachuma by Daiwa, the X45, is fantastic though. It's a little bit stronger, and I like the reel in the Kachuma as far as comfort goes. You can crank that thing for hours and hours and hours and it never gets tiring. The SLX DC, the reel itself is fantastic. It casts a mile, and the digital casting thing, sucks it back in. But the rod doesn't have the backbone, and the reel is a little bit on the chintzy side. It just feels very light and kind of starts to hurt if you're cranking for hours and hours at a time. Anyway, that is it. I got my Florida trip coming up next week. I cannot wait to get down there, fish with my dad. I got snook, redfish, trout, hopefully some big black drum coming, and that is what is in store. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, it's tomorrow, and I'm back at Kachuma, but not to fish. I actually left my camera attached to the boat yesterday. So I had to drive all the way back here. It's about an hour and a half one way.